Here we have a new 2023 Ford Expedition. This one comes in the King Ranch trim level in the agate black metallic paint. And then we have Java Del Rio perforated leather interior. Our powertrain consists of a 3.5 liter twin turbocharged V6 mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission. And this is the cream of the crop for the Ford Expedition. And coming around the front end here, absolutely stunning. LED daytime running lights, LED headlamps, and LED fog lights. The lights don't flash like that. That's just how my camera's picking it up. But I love the styling here. I love the grille here. And the agate black just looks really super, super refined along with this kind of King Ranch light tan front bumper here. Quite beautiful. And down here we have the 22-inch aluminum wheels. And I love how they look on this Expedition because where the vehicle's so large, the 22s don't look too big. They look just right on here. Now we get passive keyless entry on all 4 doors, power door lock controls, memory seat controls. We have our power folding mirrors, the blind spot monitors. Power mirror controls are here, rear window lock. We have one touch up and down for the driver and front passenger, and then regular power windows for the rear. And love the look of this door panel. Tons of storage, 2 bottle holders, and of course we get that Bang & Olufsen sound system. And we can fold our rear seats here. Headlamp controls, fog light controls, adjustable pedals. So they're still in this 23 Expedition if you all are wanting that. And then we have an electronic parking brake, pull to engage and then hit the brake, press down to disengage. Power tilt and telescoping steering wheel. And here's our power driver seat with power lumbar support. Love this interior, by the way. We do get the power running boards here. Tons of storage in this door panel as well for the second row. And I have the seat in front adjusted for someone of my size being 6'3" longer legs. So let's go ahead and check out this leg room. So very, very impressed. Now it's a large SUV, so it shouldn't be surprising, but still. Knees are nowhere near the back of the seat here. And very comfortable. Even with the panoramic roof, I have about an inch or so of headroom. And then our top vents are here, grab bar, premium dome lights, hook hanger, could probably hang 2 or 3 shirts back here. Cup holders here, USB-C, USB-A charge port, and then a 110 volt 3-prong household plug-in, and then automatic rear AC controls, 2-stage outboard heated seats, fan speed there, temperature there, toggle your auto mode, and then we can choose fan direction as well. Pretty impressive. And then a little storage pocket there, and then a 12 volt there. But we're gonna make our way to the back and check out this room in the third row. And quite impressed. Again, I'm 6'3", I can sit a person of my size up front, right behind them, and then in this third row too. And then I can even change how far back the seat is to make myself more comfortable. Absolutely great. USB-A input on both sides, and then tons of storage along with 2 bottle holders, only one on the right side. But let's go ahead and make our way to the back. And even the armrests, really, really nice, thick padding and everything. Super luxurious so far. And then fuel filler here. As we make our way around to the back end, LED tail lights. Love the exhaust. And our spares underneath there as well. And huge shout out to Ford, Lincoln, and Franklin for allowing me to review this Expedition King Ranch. And we can power fold our third or second row down, and we can do the third row up and down. So as you can see, it's really easy to fold it flat down here because there's so much space between the third row and the second row. So absolutely impressive. And then I'll have all this additional space for storage. And then if I have 5 people, I can still fit that 5th person back here with no issue. Then we can hook stuff on here as well. Another 12 volt. And I love that we have this pocket on the side here if we want stuff in the cargo space, but we don't want it rolling around. Just nothing that I can complain about so far. Just really useful and very luxurious. Now for the second row seats, of course you can power tumble them from the back, but from here, you can lift it up if you want to get to that third row. You can fold it flat if you need extra room for storage. And then you can also grab the bar here, which this will be a little tougher, but scoot it back and forth by grabbing that underneath. And then for the front passenger, great that we get power with power lumbar up here as well. I just love this seat. I love this interior. It looks absolutely stunning. So there's our extra glove compartment. Then we have a lockable main compartment, super wide, tons of space there, and then a pocket on the side here. So this Expedition just has storage galore. And then taking a look at this window sticker, you don't want to pause anywhere. You can see the features that come on here, and there are plenty. And for this sticker price, there better be. Right at $86,810. But quite impressive for the money. The crash test ratings are spectacular. Love the looks. So many interior features. The only thing this one doesn't have is rear media. But there's nothing that a tablet can't fix, and you can save that extra money. There's that 3.5 liter EcoBoost V6. Now let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat. Nice thick padding and a rather large, it seems, leather wrap steering wheel, which I really like. It feels like it should be in an F-150, but love that. Over here to the radio, we do get AM, FM, along with XM radio, and then we also have Bluetooth audio, wireless Apple CarPlay, and wireless Android Auto. We can go through our bands here, and then we have the shortcuts here, so when you have things set up, it'll be easy to go to your navigation screen. Just click that, pull that up, Bluetooth, click that, and then back to the radio. So pretty easy to use, and if you ever need everything, you have all of your shortcuts here, and then you can hit the top left and you can pull up your controls and actual settings. So you scroll through there, you have access to the Ford Assistant, the hotspot for the Wi-Fi. General settings are going to be here, and there's quite a bit there. Driver assistance is going to be a little bit there, and this is where you would actually go between adaptive cruise and normal cruise. Lane centering, you have to toggle all that through the screen, but if you're like me, I like my stuff the same, so I usually leave it on adaptive cruise with lane centering, and I never have to change it. Dual zone automatic climate controls are on the screen as well. All touch screen. If you want to pull up where the fan speed is going, hit that button. You can close the vents off, choose where you want the airflow to come from, and then for fan speed, you just adjust that there, and then you can go up and down, and then minimize that. Heated steering wheel toggle. You get 3-stage heated cool front seats, so scroll up or tap up for heat, and then scroll down or tap down for the cooled seat. And then you get 3-stage auto mode. Go through that there. So like I said, even though it's all touchscreen, it's pretty easy to use, and the system is so responsive that it's really not a big issue. And then you can hit that rear, and then you can pull up the rear AC controls, and then you have your temperature here, fan speed here, and you can lock the rear as well, and then you can even set up the auto mode for them. Now there's our backup camera. Nice big picture up top with guidelines that follow you, and it's really clear too. Then you have the 360 view below that. And then traction control button here, hazards here, trailer brake controller, and then we can hook up set up our Pro Trailer Assist there. 12 volt wireless charging pad, USB-A, USB-C input, a little more storage down there, and then you can close all that off, and then you just push it to open it back up. But I love how this wood grain looks and feels. Absolutely stunning. Now for the shifter here, we have a rotary knob, so hit the brake, pull, or turn, reverse, neutral, drive, manual, and then from the manual mode you can manually shift here, and then you have a rear differential lock here. You can go through drive modes, which you have several. So tow haul all the way to the, okay, so this one here, you can actually, I'm used to it stopping you, but you get your tow haul, sport, eco, sand, normal, mud ruts. There's just so many different drive modes. And then you can actually manually use your four-wheel drive here. You can have four-wheel high, four-wheel auto, four-wheel low. Of course, you put that in neutral, and then that'll shift. But the four-wheel automatic is really nice because depending on where you are, if you start losing traction or whatever, you can turn that on and it'll do all the work for you. Parking sensors here, and then hill descent control here. Center console cubby space, pretty massive. Removable tray there, 12 volt, tons and tons of space. And I like that you can move this anywhere. And then you have the change holder here as well. And then if you want to put your driver's license and a credit card in here, you can do that. So you pretty much get everything with this. And then here we have our sunroof controls. We can tilt here. We can one-touch slide that open. Sunglasses holder here while that's opening. And then we can actually hit it one more time and open it all the way up. And we can close that. Universal garage door transmitter there. There's a view of the back seat from up here. There's tons of sunroof. Now to the left side of the steering wheel, we have our cruise controls. So like I said, for adaptive, you have to go on the screen to set that up. And you can toggle that there, set. Lane keep assist on and off. Gap adjust for the cruise. Volume controls, voice recognition. And then this serves for your Bluetooth. And then this goes through your track list or radio station favorites here. And then you can use all of this up here to go through the digital gauge cluster. So tire pressure is there. And then you can just go back, or if you want to go all the way back to the menu button. Like how easy this is to use. Just all the way around. So I like to keep it on the trip fuel and then look at fuel economy. Here's our push button start. Now no heads up display here, but not really a big deal because you have this right here and everything you need is right in front of you. And here's our key fob with remote start. But next it's time to go ahead and take this Ford Expedition King Ranch out on the road for a quick test drive. So behind the wheel of this Expedition, it is a larger SUV, but the driving dynamics are really nice. This really does feel like a Lincoln Navigator or a three-row SUV that you can really haul whatever, tow whatever, and it's a super, super nice ride. The 22s, I can feel them just a little bit, but the ride itself is so solid, it's not really a big issue for me. So this is with the Blue Cruise on, or not the Blue Cruise, but the Co-Pilot Assist, I believe. I get them all confused, but this is the lane centering here, the adaptive cruise, and does a really good job keeping me in the lines and then keeping the speed, that safe distance between myself and the vehicle in front of me. And overall, pretty quiet in the cabin. I'm doing 55 here, so no issues. I can just hear a little bit of road noise, but it's so quiet out here where I am, and the wind is blowing a little bit. But a solid 9 out of 10 driving dynamics all the way around. And what's great is just the space that I have from the driver's seat. The screen is right there, easy to get to. AC control is easy to get to. Shifter, out of the way, but still easy to use if I need to put it in manual mode, like I'm gonna do right now, and test this out. But I'm gonna put it into the normal mode now. And I love how the shifts are. It shifts exactly when I tell it to. So I'm gonna put it into the sport mode. Now I'm gonna take the manual mode off and I'm gonna put it into the sport mode. Let's see if I can find power distribution. There we go. So we're gonna see which wheels are getting the power. I mean, you get 400 horsepower out of this Expedition. Definitely no slouch. Super fast. And you have 2 turbos to help you out with this 3.5 liter V6. Now it does tend to rev hot, of course, in the sport mode. But all in all, doing a really good job at driving. Just like I said, 9 out of 10 easy. Probably a 9.5 out of 10 for an SUV. Now we're gonna try to give it some throttle here, getting on the interstate. In sport mode, I have the 4-wheel auto off. Now I just have the 2-wheel drive, so it's gonna be using the rear wheels. And of course, because I'm only getting the power from the back, I do feel like I'm getting pushed a little more. It's just more fun to drive in a rear wheel mode. But it's so easy to merge in this. It just, when the EcoBoost kick in, it's a great feeling, I'll say that. But I'm gonna put on the self-driving again, and we're gonna set this to 75, and then we're gonna have the gap as far back as it'll go. Again, lane centering is on. And I'll actually put it into the eco mode now. So what makes these driving systems so good is you really don't have to do anything. It just makes it, all you have to do is watch the road. It's doing most of the driving for you. It just makes it that much more relaxing. And as I'm at a higher speed, as opposed to that 55, the ride really starts to level out. So definitely will make a really good road trip vehicle. You have that 8-hour drive to Florida or a 2-day trip to Vegas, something like that. This is a really good option because it does so much, and it's not the most eco-friendly, but it's also not the thirstiest either. It's not like you're driving an Escalade V. Having that V6 at lower RPMs with the eco mode, you'll definitely start to see some decent fuel economy as opposed to the competition. So an Escalade, a Range Rover, a Wagoneer, and still just as capable. So again, for the money, you can't beat this Expedition. It's 90 grand, but you get everything you want and then some. And just a really nice driving vehicle. Checks all the boxes, probably a 9.5 out of 10 for me. And this will bring me to the end of my review of the new 2023 Ford Expedition King Ranch.